This is a watch which some people are saying could potentially be the Apple Watch killer. I'll show a quick clip for people watching on video at the moment. Essentially, this is a Huawei Watch Buds. It's a combination between a smartwatch and wireless earphones, so they can be stored and charged within the actual watch. It kind of opens up and you can put earphones inside there. New concept. Now, some people are saying this innovation is the future. Some are saying it's just a gimmick. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it's an interesting concept regardless. The buds are really, really small, so they probably wouldn't have like the quality of like AirPod Pros or something like that, which I tend to use, or the Nothing 2 earbuds. I'm not sure if you've tried those, but they're fantastic. I tried those recently. But yeah, I don't know how good of a watch, like a smartwatch, it actually is as well. So I haven't actually tried this out. So, but just in terms of the concept, what are your thoughts on like combining a smartwatch, combining earphones? Robert, what's your take when you hear this?
Well, I love the marketing on this website. This website is gloriously beautiful. The photography is amazing. The video is amazing.
Great,
and the first thing that struck my mind was, like, this looks like an ad for a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
James has got his incredibly high-end watch on his wrist, and he plucks out the secret earbuds.
Yes.
It looks very, very luxurious. Whether it's going to work, I don't know.
It's got a spy feel to it. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I don't know if it's like if it's either like really genius or it's just because the thing about having a smartwatch, the problem is the battery. Like, you got to charge this thing every night basically, and that's going to drain the battery even more by having something else that it's charging, I imagine. And then I don't know about the quality of the AirPods. And having AirPod Pros, it's not that much of a hassle to carry them around. Like, it's really not. Like, it's a small little thing. So I don't know. Like, I kind of see the future of AirPod Pros like getting like a screen on the box. You can like see what song you're playing. You can like press forward and change it by pausing it and stuff. So I think it's going to stay as a standalone product rather than merging. But maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. What's your take when you see this, me?
So I think of it as sort of a Venn diagram where there's the circle of people who want a smartwatch, a circle of people who want earbuds, and then where they intersect, and then there is a smaller subset of people is like, I don't care about the battery life, as you said.
Yeah.
I don't care about the sound quality. I just want fewer things in my pocket, and I want to charge fewer things. So that's the total addressable market size of this watch particularly. And then if you look at innovation on both the sides of those individual products, the smartwatch makers are going to go towards the direction of making it thinner, making it lighter, and making it last longer.
I think so.
And on the other side, earbud manufacturer will try to make it in the sense of that it offers better noise cancellation, offers better sound quality,
a bit bigger,
offers better battery life and longevity, and also offers better sweat resistant, better dust resistance, etc. So this seems kind of opposing to both the goals of those individual products by themselves. And combining them actually hampers the innovation on both of those individual products by themselves. Because if you have earphones in your watch, you are fixed to a size no matter how much. You will never be the cutting edge in smartwatch because you won't be the thinnest, lightest, and especially if it's Huawei as well, they have sanctions on them where they can't.
Yeah, can they even sell in the US? I mean, I don't know if they're reopened there, but they were banned for a while, weren't they?
I think they're banned from the the Google Play Store, where they can't do that. They have their own separate thing, and I think they can connect to the network there, I think.
Yeah.
But they can't use Android or Play Store or anything like that.
Yeah. What about like the obvious question is, would Apple do something like this? Because I know that the Apple Watch was like there was like the Fitbit beforehand, right? But that wasn't really like a smartwatch. It was more of a fitness gadget. The Apple Watch was like the first like thing in popular culture where people went, hey, that's like, a product which I would use. Or almost you could say that with like the Vision Pro, like when Apple does something, it kind of validates it, and Meta's not just like a gaming headset anymore. It's like, oh, Apple have done it, so it must be a thing that people can do. I mean, that's like kind of whether you're Android or Apple or whatever, I think that's a factual statement. When Apple do something, people kind of recognize it as being like an acceptable thing to even like with AirPods, like they look like Q-tips in your ears. They were ridiculous, but then everyone's like now wearing them because it's just become acceptable. They validated the concept. So if Apple did this and like had like an Apple Watch Ultra XL, it'd have to be a pretty big one, like or something. Maybe even with like the high end version, they just put like normal AirPods inside it or something. Could you see that being a thing, or do you think they'd pass on this? Because they don't do everything. I mean, they're very particular about what they do, but when they do something, they really go on it, and then everybody else copies. So the question is, would Apple do this? Because if they do this, everybody else is going to do it, right? So what do you think here?
So, like Apple Watch is the most popular watch in the world. It's the most highest selling watch in the world.
Okay.
I think from a business point of view, Apple wants to sell more accessories than fewer, and this would reduce the number of amount of products and things and the flexibility it offers at the moment. And Apple really is great at making products which do one thing really well, where they're probably the best build quality, one of the best software, hardware in that segment. So I don't see Apple going down this route of because it involves a lot of compromises on two different parts of the products, just because of the physics of it. And I don't see Apple going down this route.
Yeah, even interesting that we're having this conversation though, because both of those products are still pretty new. Like I remember like wired headphones. That's not that long ago, was it? I mean, that was. I mean, but now if you see somebody with wires down their ears, you think, oh, what a peasant or something. It's a different world. And then we've watched. I do love nice watches. I have got like a nice Rolex and stuff, but like I prefer to wear an Apple Watch just because it's got like so much more functionality. It's got alarms on, it's got Spotify, it's got everything, right? So what's your take? Two relatively new concepts merging into one. Could Apple do this? What do you think?
I really can't see Apple doing it for the same reasons Mahir said. It's the product's going to be hampered by trying to do two things at the same time really well, and the two characteristics of the two devices are going to be pulling in opposite directions. The one thing I did think that when I was looking at it with the video was like, well, I'd probably lose the earbuds pretty well straight away, but then I've got a convenient place to store Tic Tacs.
I had the exact same thought. I thought that could probably open quite easily, and then if you knock it and then they just fall out, I mean, you're kind of screwed, aren't you?
Yeah, so I can't see Apple going down this route. Apple, as you say, they're a hardware company. They like to do really good hardware, and anything that compromises that vision of really good hardware, they just won't embrace. Yeah,
I mean, this is either going to age really, really well or be completely wrong, but I'm open to both. Let's see what happens.